Hi everybody. So this is a video of how to paint the beach scene, and I know I'm not there with you right now, and we're not doing it together, so I might accidentally go faster than normal because usually I watch you paint, and then I pause and wait for you to catch up with me. But because I can't see you, I kind of only in my mind know how fast you're going. So a teacher's gonna have to push pause for me, okay, if I start going too fast. But remember, you're always supposed to be chasing me anyway. Like I do something and then you do it, and then I'm already showing the next step so that you can catch up with me, because I watch the clock because I want you to be able to leave right on time. Okay, so we have 3 paintbrushes. Oh, it's brand new, look at that. But the big giant one, right? And look at how much we have. She's huge, right? But I don't use the tip of the paintbrush because she'll scratch the paint off. And look at it, it's really, really, really sharp. And all those little needles like scratch. So then I feel like I hold it like a pencil, right? Like a pencil. But I use the flat side like that. Here's my explanation. Like here's a piece of bread, right? And here's my butter, and I'm going to butter my bread. That would kind of cut up my bread. But if I flatten it and hold it flat, I can peanut butter it on better. And this is softer. And then you do this, oh yeah, I feel the needle of it, and it's a little scratchy. So if I lay it down flatter, it's just a little more awkward than normal because it's not a pencil, right? Okay, and then the other paintbrush is this little round one, and we just kind of bounce it on her hand a little bit, help her fluff up a little. She's came out of the box, so she's real stiff. So I bounce her, and look how she opens a little bit. And then she's really good for making the sand. And we do this little flickety thing, right, to get this interesting texture. And then it also makes awesome fluffy clouds. Okay, like a little fluffs. But with the moon, we use our finger because our finger's nice and smooth. And then this little, and we use this one to drop off these little pieces of white on our water too. But this, when I made this, I thought that green paint on top was going to dry a lot brighter. So we're going to add a little bit of white to ours so it's more shimmer shiny. But you can see that there's super dark green is underneath, right? And and it shows underneath like a shadow. And then we paint right over it with this lighter color green. But we're going to add a little bit of white to shape it brighter. And use this paintbrush. And she's real skinny, right? So I can hold it the big way like this. Let me show you like this. Because it's a square, just like this one. I can hold it the big way and make big lines, or I can hold it flat and make skinnier lines. Does that make sense? And then I can hold it almost straight up and down and go flick, flick, and this will make little tiny little number ones, little scratches like that. Okay? So we can start, and we're going to make I put silver Sharpie on mine because it's easier for you to see on camera. But you have pencil, and the pencil will get covered up by paint really easy. Mine might poke through. So we're going to start with, we're going to make the sky. And this is a nighttime scene, because this is the moon. And we can make our sand even darker than this. It just depends on how much of this caramel color. And a little bit, tiny bit of brown, because not dirt, right? Just a tiny bit, right? And we're going to make this sand, and it's nighttime, and this is the moon shimmer shining on our water, okay? So since it's nighttime, we need our super dark blue, and because we're using the big paintbrush, I use the big cups to put this in, and we just go pop and open that. Ooh. And we're going to use our big paintbrush. So get your big paintbrush. And of course the sky is everything above this line. But if we get a little bit blue below that, it's ocean anyway. So it won't hurt nothing. Okay. So we're going to paint this blue. But what's best is if we just do a line right there to tell us where to stop with our blue paint. So we can hold the flat way and just make a skinny line like that. So we're just gonna stab our blue paint, our dark blue paint. You just give it a poke. You just go and poke. That's good enough, right? But then I can go on the pencil, right? I don't want to look at it anymore. But I hold it the thin way like this, and I don't scribble. That'll make furry water. So I just push my paintbrush like this and go push. And then I'll probably run out of paint. See how it got dry at the end? Well, then I could just reverse and do it again. No scribbling, just pushing. It's nice and smooth. Now you do it. And it will be straight-ish, because this was made by humans, and humans can't make straight lines without a ruler. So it's straight-ish. You just fold your paintbrush over and it just kind of and you push your paint and it squishes out the top and the bottom, and that's what makes the smooth line. The more paint that's on there, the smoother the line. Okay, now we're going to paint the sky above it, so everything above the blue line is blue. But do we use the tip of our paintbrush and use all these scratchy little lines? Look at that. No, we're going to use the flat part of our paintbrush and it goes on smoother. I lay it down flat. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and I can get more blue paint when I need it. All this blue paint's for you. So you just go poke like that, get a big glob. But I'm gonna hold it like a pencil, right? So, but I'm gonna use my wrist so I can use the flat side of my paintbrush. And and as soon as it gets dry, you just get more, but you kind of push the paint around, right? So smash, and then the other side. I'm pushing and pulling, and then nothing happened. Should I paint over what I already did? No. I'm going to go above it and do the sides. So I just poke my blue paint and paint above it. Oh, it's still not enough. Oh, it's only 2 pokes. How many pokes have you gotten? And it's still not covering? More paint. Now you do. Keep going till we get rid of all this white. Buy white. So I go poke. I'm gonna paint, get out, go. Okay, now that's covering way. Okay, there it goes. At the tippity top. I don't like those things. None of these white, just scribbly, and we'll smooth it after we get rid of all the white dots. Just smushy. All right. Look at, you see all those scratches? Where are those scratches from? I was using the tip of my paintbrush. Look how it scratches the paint off. Well, I told us not to. Well, that's okay. We're going to go back and now smooth it. Okay, so this is a trick. So I'm going to use the side of my paintbrush, and I go like this, and I'm flattening as good as I can. And I start at the very tippy top, and I push all the way off the page. Ooh, look how it doesn't scratch. It's smoother because the side of the paintbrush is smoother. Now I'll go a row underneath that. They're overlapping. Now, it's getting rid of those scratchy marks and making it smooth. Off the page, push. Off the page. Oh, that's way smoother than it was. But I'm not using, look, watch what happens when I use the tip of the paintbrush again. Scratch it. It just scratches the paint right off. So then we go, flat, smooth, flat. Okay. Now you do it smoothing. I can still see the white canvas peek through. Do you see that? This paint is called transparent. She goes on nice and dark, but she's in this clear gel. But if we use a little bit of white, she's in a white gel, and she's opaque, which means you can't see through her. We could add a little bit of white paint and help it, and it will soften the blue. It won't be baby blue, because this is still nighttime, but we can soften it. Okay, you want to see? Watch this. Oh, open your white paint. And let's tell this this blue to calm down a little bit with some white. But I'm just going to use my finger and get a scoop, because this paintbrush is dirty. So I'm just going to get a scoop of white paint with my finger. It just comes off on a napkin, right? A big glob. And I'm just going to drop it all like blah, blah. Wait, I can even get more. Wait. Blah, blah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to clean that off. Now you do it. You're like, oh no, I'm going to get paint on my finger. So we're going to come back with water. Dries real fast. Okay, now with the side of my paintbrush, let's smooth that in and see what happens to it. So I start at the tippy top, and I might hit some white and I might not, but I smash them together and see what happens. I'm smashing clear to the floor. I'm going to hold on to my painting. I'm pushing it around and it's trying to move. Pick it up and drop it off. Pick it up and drop it off. Pick it up and drop it off. Scrub it on there. Oh, I'm holding on because my easel's trying to move. Stay here. And I crush it. I'm smashing really hard, and I push the white paint over there, and I push the white paint over there. I push. I was like, it's not moving. Maybe you can use the side of it and scrub it this way. Oh, then I go back and smooth. I hope it's sky. That's a nice smooth color. But look at the variations of color I got. Do I have really dark areas? Do I have medium areas? Do I have light areas? It's 3D, right? I can even scribble it up and down like this. Oh, and it ruined the texture, the side-to-side texture. So if I scribble it up and down, now what do I have to do? Go back and smooth it. You know why we smooth side to side? Because of wind and gravity. Wind blows side to side, so the texture should be side to side. And then when we do the water, gravity keeps it flat, so side to side texture. Do you like your color? It's better than when it was. Remember how dark it was, right? Look. Oh, look at how much it's more interesting, right? Okay, so let's go back and look at our painting. Turquoise. The water is turquoise. How do you get turquoise water when we have blue in our paintbrush? Well, we're going to use the super, super dark green and a whole big paintbrush worth of dark, dark green. Then we do blue, then we do baby blue, and then we do white. And then we're going to mix them together. Super fun. Okay, so I'm going to go, all right. Wow, look at the bottom of my sky is all ratty, right? I don't care. I'm going to put water on top. The water is actually in front of the sky, so I actually let the green paint cover that up. But we've done it once before. We hold our paintbrush the flat and skinny way, and I just go the super dark green, and I'm going to make a new line of green water on top of my sky because she's in front. So where's my dark green? There she is. You see her? She's so much darker than this other green. There's the other green. Oh, there she is. Right, no, not this. This is a babe. No, that's for trees. Super dark green. And you don't know this, but she dries really, really dark. So adding white and blue to her will help her be more interesting. So, okay. So, paintbrush. I just stub it. And I want to get a lot of green on there. Oh, stub it. Okay. Like that. Now you do it. And I want to make my line nice and straight. So let me do it from back here so you can see the whole thing. But we did it once, right? So now we do it again, but this time the green is on top of the sky. And I push my line. Hey, I had a lot of paint. It made it all the way to the end. And I didn't run out, and I also smoothed it. Now you do it. And you can see once you get the green on the white that this green is also see-through. The white canvas shows through. So a little bit of white, who is opaque, which means you can't see through her, that's going to help us. top. Okay, now I want to make a whole big paintbrush big of green. Just one big stripe of the green, but obviously I need more. That's not enough. So I'm gonna, where's my dark green? So I'm gonna get it and I stab right, I can use all this green. No, I can't. I need to make trees out of it. So just stab it one time, stab. And then we just go, all right. And I stay underneath the green line, right? But they touch, green on green, smush, smush, push, shove. Oh, look at, and then if, oh, look at the texture, is terrible. Oh, ugly. So then, after I do it, then I go back and smooth it, smooth it. And we can't dilly-dally and go slow on our water. You know why? What's happening to our paint once we make it thin like this? Once we make it thin, like with a paintbrush like that, the air can steal all the water out of it really fast. And then our paint becomes sticky. So we have to go fast. And you're like, I'm not ready. So let's go faster. Because our paint's drying. Okay, now, and there's green and blue in my paintbrush. Look, at the same time. So awesome. But now I'm going to stab the blue, and the green and blue will make a turquoisey color. So where's my dark blue? Super dark blue. So I just go poke, get a bunch. And can the green, it's going to look like a flag at first until we mix them together, but not yet. So it goes green piece, blue piece, baby blue piece, white piece, and then we'll decorate. But this next one is blue, but it does touch the green as part of the same water, right? So I go, all right, I can overlap them. So I just go smush, push, pull, push, pull, off the page to off the page. Ooh, look at this greeny blue. And I'm smashing my paintbrush because I like getting some of that green in there. Nice. Okay, now I can get my baby blue. Baby blue. And we can use all this. It's all it's for. And we just stab it. Stab! Oh, look. Ooh. I got a big glob on mine. Don't care. I'm going to mush it in. Okay. Now I'm going to do a row of the baby blue. And it does touch. And I'm going fast on purpose because I'm worried it's drying. So now I get the baby blue and it touches the dark blue. Oh, but there's dark blue in my paintbrush. So it's changing the blue. So pretty. Nice. But look at this wavy line. This wavy line means sand, right? So we can ride the roller coaster because we're going to put white paint next. But we just don't want to go below that. That's for sand. Okay. So where's my white at? The lid's still off my white, right? From when I put it in the sky. Dirty paintbrush and everything. Just do not mix this dirty paintbrush in your white. You'll ruin all your white. Maybe just touch the side of your white. You know, just get, because it's dirty. So I'm going to touch, okay, that's all. And then, so look, the dirty got only on the side instead of in the middle. Maybe I'll get more there. But I only dirtied the side. My dirty little paint. Okay. Now I get to, it's going to touch the bottom of the baby blue, but it's also going to ride the roller coaster of the same. Oh, look, it's all dry. That wasn't enough. I need another poke of white. Hold on. I'm gonna touch the side and get a harder poke. The very edge. Oh, that's good. But look, I only dirtied the side. Okay. Now I'm gonna go smush, smash. But ride the roller coaster down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Nice. Cool. Well, it looks like a flag. I do not love it. But what if this perfect turquoise color that's in my paintbrush could drop herself off a little bit into the rest of my water? But it would be the most bright on the bottom, I'm running out of white by the time I'm in the middle, I'm completely out of white, and then I touch the green, right? But do I put any of this color in my sky? No. Sky's finished. Finished. Do not go that high. Stop when you get to the top of green. But you want to see me do it? So everybody pause and look up, right? So I just go, and I go like this. I start on the bottom. I do this row, and then it overlaps that row, and overlaps that row, and and I'm running out of white paint, and I don't care. And I get to, and then I run out. Okay, you want to see? Let me hold it closer so you can see. Okay, there's the bottom row. Then I go a row higher. Oh, I dropped off the white. And then do only one touch per row. Then I go another row higher. She gets some white. And then another row higher. And then another row higher. And another row higher. Now I'm dropping off blue inside my green. I don't even care. Nice. Look at the white decorated. And I went row, row, row higher, row higher, row higher, run out. That's cute, but it's not finished. You want to know why? We don't have any waves. The tops of waves, oh, white piece, a little shimmer shine from the moon, right? But we drop them off kind of like globs of paint, but then we smooth them in and stretch them long and skinny. Okay, so we need where's a little baby blue paintbrush, right? And we can hold her the flat, skinny way, not the big way, that's too big. So it's the flat way like this. Let me show you with the big paintbrush. The flat way, not the big way, that's too big. So scanning. And I'm gonna get a scoop of what, I could even get this dirty blue since it's making ocean, right? I'm gonna scoop that right off. I know. But maybe just in 5 places, and I just go, a string for you. And then I go lower, a string for you. And then I go lower, oh, I'm already out of white paint. I need more. Another scoop. Scoop it! I don't care. It's a wave. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, we can't leave them like that. So maybe I just smooth my water. Like we smooth, but I start at the top, but I do not want this reddy part of my brush with the bristle sticking up to go into my sky. So I'm slightly below the green, and I'm gonna hold it like a pencil using the flat side of my paintbrush, and I go off the page. Then I come back and go push it the other way. I push it both ways. Push, pull, push, pull, both directions. So I could stretch out the dots and make, look at, they look like shimmer shine. Whoosh, whoosh. But what happens if I touch it too much? No, I want those stringies. But I'm pulling, not making them longer. Oh, you see, that was an accident. It was on the back of my paintbrush. Okay, let me just try smoothing it. Okay, all right, I got it. Now you do it. And it's really a texture thing, right? We're smoothing it because it's water, no scrubbies. Off the page to off the page, pushing and pulling the paint. And then how do they become turquoise? Because my paintbrush is dirty, so I'm dropping off green inside the blue and blue in the green, like that. And stringing along those little shimmer shines. Good job. But I don't need to visit the tippy top. It could be really dark up there, that dark green line. But look at mine. It's weird, but I'm not gonna redo it because this is when you can mess things up. So I'm just gonna say, this is how my water wants to be, okay? But there's no shimmer shine here. All my shimmer shines ended on that side of my water. I don't know. We're not gonna play with it more because the more you touch the white, what will happen to her? She'll disappear. She'll get eaten up by my paintbrush. So I'm gonna let it that's how my water wanted to be today. I don't know. Okay, so I'm all done with this big giant paintbrush. Thank you, paintbrush. Skip phone them. I didn't know my ringer was on. I had to turn my ringer down. down, Ranger. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna make sand. Okay, so here is my sand. And the trick is this texture, right? And I give it permission to have, oh, it's true about our water. Do I have dark areas, medium areas, light areas? I do. It's 3D. Did I scribble? No, that'll force the colors to this, the fuzzy water. So I'm smooth water, right? The same as with my my sand, but sand is a little bit more lumpy. So instead of just straight across like that, we're gonna go like this. Push, shove, push, shove, push, shove, push, shove, like that. And we could even put more of this caramel color. I was very light when I did mine. Because you know, I don't know, nervous, you know. But look at, can we use this paintbrush to make sand? Not even if we washed it. You know why? Because it will still have a tinge of blue in it. So no. So find brand new fluffy paintbrush. Okay, and we're gonna make this sand. And we need to get it all wet with white paint. So remember how we got this blue, all blue, and then decorated it with some white? Well, we're gonna get this sopping wet with white, the whole bottom, all the way to the bottom, and the sides, right? All wet with white. And then we add the caramel color, and then we decorate with it, okay? And trying to make dark areas of sand, light areas of sand, right? There must have been a blob of caramel right there. That's my dark shadow. Okay, so I give it permission to run out. So I need my white paint. I'm just going to touch where I don't have a blue boogie in the corner. I'm just going to get the clean white. And I just stab it. Okay, and then I just need to get it wet. And I'm just going to do it in rows because it's white paint on a white thing. So it's very hard to see except for the fact that it'll be shiny. But I just go push and shove. Push and shove. Oh, I need more paint already. Holy cow. Push and shove, push and shove. And I get, how close to the water can I get? I can touch it. It don't hurt nothing. And then everybody do one row and push pause. Noise. I just made one row. It's one paintbrush big. Now, and it's just like this. Mush, 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 mush. Get it wet. What if we put some of this white and make blurry white? So we let this little white paintbrush go and touch our water a little bit. Oh, I can't get more. Just what's left on my paintbrush. I just make a fuzzy edge to my water. Oh, I'm scribbling. I'm making it very blurry. I'm dropping off some white in my blue. Some blue in my white. So I have a blurry, scribbly edge of blue and white. Okay, there. Oh, great. Now I have blue in my paintbrush. So I need a paper towel. And I'm just going to squeeze it out. Pinch it really hard and squeeze it and pinch it. Ta-da. And that's back to mostly clean. The hair. Get that out. Okay, now I'm going to get the rest of it white all the way down to the bottom. So I stab my white. Okay, this is what we're, and I don't need to go up into that fuzzy water area anymore. I did another row, and then stab my white and do another row. Why am I going back and forth? So it has a more interesting texture than water. So I get more white. Shovey, pushy, shovey. Uh-oh, now I'm looking. I'm going to use the light in the room to help me see where I missed. It's not shiny all the way. I'm trying to see it's shiny. Oh, look right down there in the corner. You didn't get no white. And I'm touching my easel. Easel can dry. She don't care. The sides. Looking for, hey, I got a hair. This is how you get rid of a hair. You come underneath it with your bristles and go scratch. And she picks, the bristles pick up the hair. Now you can grab it. Okay. Did you get it all wet? Like that. Like you don't even care. This isn't the decorating part. Just get it wet with white so we can make the caramel color disappear. Can you find your caramel color? Where is she? This is her. She's like light brown. She reminds me of caramel, the leche, right? That, yummy. But she's brown. She's light brown. Because she's not dark brown. We'll put a little bit of dark brown in it too for shadow. But I'm going to stab my caramel. Stab! And I get one stab. A good stab, right? But then, and you can see on the other side of my paintbrush, it's kind of a lot, right? It looks like nothing. Then I roll it. Okay. And I'm just going to drop it off on my wet white sand like polka dots. Not in the water. I already did that. I just go pokey, 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 not in straight lines. And I just let my paintbrush run out both sides. Let my paintbrush run out of paint. Because see, where I first landed is the most paint. Where I ran out of paint is less paint. Well, those are going to make variations of color. Now you do it. Bookity, 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 book. Keep it below the water. And then, oh, that's not quite, is that 3D? No. You know what would help it be 3D? A baby amount of brown. It's a big paintbrush, so how do you get a baby amount? Put the very, just to get a speck. And that's all. And then I put it on really, really soft. And I'm going to run out pretty fast, but I don't care. Just wherever there's not caramel, right? So I did really soft, so it comes off a little at a time. I go, poke, poke for you, to poke for you, to poke, to poke, to poke, to poke. Little pieces of shadow. Little bit, and that's all. Until I run out. It's still not gone. Okay, there. I'm waiting for it to turn invisible. Okay. Ooh. Did you do it? Little BB pieces of brown. It's not dirt. Dirt would be all brown. No, this is, but it is nighttime. So we're shadowing it up a little bit. Okay. Did you put those pokes? Good job. Okay, now I'm going to make sand. So you don't know how to make sand, but as soon as you do it, you'll be like, oh, ooh. So how many color variations do we need for 3D? 3. Dark, medium, light. So white is my lightest, so white's fine. But I give it permission to be all 3. But if I keep mixing, it just looks like one color. Boring. So I'm going to do this in rows, and I go scribbly, 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 one row. And then I do the row underneath that. Remember how we did the water green, blue, baby blue, white? And then we went back and decorated. Same. But we're going to do in little rows. And I can go all the way up, almost touching the water. Push, shove, push, shove, push, shove, push, shove, push, shove, push, shove. Uh-oh, my white's drying. I could tell by the texture. If I had to add more white, I will. I'll show you. Push, shove, push, shove. It's acting dry over here. You see it? I'm just going to get a poke more white. Look. A poke of white because it acts like my water. And I'm going to drop it over here. And go, oh, smoother. Ooh. Look at how many color variations I got. Oh, it's dry on the bottom. I must not put very much white. So let me get a poke of white. Poke. It's behind me. And then okay, now, ooh. Now it turns slippery again. Okay, wait, and then pause and check for 3D. Okay, do I have light pieces? Yeah. Do I have medium pieces? Yeah. And do I have dark pieces? I do. I just want to go closer to my water by a tiny bit. Put some baby fuzz on the top. Just fuzz it a little, just what's left on my paintbrush. Fuzz. Okay. Uh-oh, a hair. Okay, I'm gonna get it. But after, oh, come on. And after it comes off, stuck inside my bristles. There. But I have to go back now and smooth. Okay. Another one. What? Okay, and then I can smooth. Right. But now I get to do the splash. Who likes their sand? Do you have dark areas, medium areas, light areas, and interesting texture. Not smooth, because we didn't go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That was water texture. This is a little bit more fluffy. Oh, I'm touching it more. What happens if I keep touching it? I just get one version of that sand color. And then it just looks one cut. Boring. Okay. Okay. Now I need to clean this paintbrush off. I'm going to squeeze it really hard. Squeeze it. Wait. Oh, there's still lots. Let me squeeze again. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Hey, this still looks like sand. Let me do it one more time. In a clean spot. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Oh, way better. Now it came out like powder. Okay. Now we get to make the splash. Okay, now we ride the roller coaster of the splash, and it's supposed to be where the water touches the sand. Look, I missed. But it doesn't hurt nothing. It just looks like a wave coming in. Right? So I just go, okay, so we just, first we're going to put dots of white, and then we go back with our finger like this. But if I do it like this, what am I going to do? Make a whole bunch of circles. So here's the trick. Use 3 or 4 fingers at the same time and go. And try to floof it. It still stays in a tiny little row, but I'm changing her texture so she's more floofy. If I just go like this, poke, 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 that'll just make a series of circles. Right? So I on purpose use my 3 and go for texture. Okay? But we need to drop off that paint first. Can you find itty bitty baby paintbrush? The little square? She's blue on it. Okay, let me clean it off. So I get a paper towel and just give it a pinch. Get off. Oh, I broke it. Let me put it back on. Okay, there. That looks like a lot. Let me pinch again. Make sure it's a little drier. 5, okay, there. That's better. Okay, now I'm going to get white and just get a scoop of white. Scoop, like I'm scooping ice cream. And right here where sand meets the water, right on that line, I just go, I'm just going to drop off little pearls of white. And when I need more paint, I just get more paint. And I don't decorate it yet. I'm going to decorate it next. So I'm going to get a scoop of white paint. Oh, look at, what? I know. And then right there, where does it go? Right here where the water meets the sand. Poke, poke, poke. Look how they just look like little dots. We're going to decorate it. I'm just dropping it off. I go up. I'm climbing the hill. Okay, I ran out. They're too little. That's not going to be cute. Let me get more white. Scoop. Now you do it. Poke, 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 poke. Oh. Those are a little bigger. I kind of like them more. Let me get another scoop. Scoop. I don't know when I'm going to run out. I don't know. I just get more when I run out. Poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it, poke it. Okay, now you do it. I think I dropped paint on my what do you call this? My tarp, and it's on my feet now. Whoops! Did you put your little pokes? Okay, and now that looks just like a whole bunch of pearls. It doesn't even look like a splash because her texture is wrong. There are a whole bunch of circles, and because we're human, I bet you put them like evenly spaced apart. That's what humans do, right? So I'll show you. If I use just one finger, can everybody pause and look up? If I use one finger, I go, oh, it's just more circles. Okay, that's what... Nobody, that's boring. But watch when I use 3 fingers because they can't land evenly. Oh, it's much more fluffy, like galloping horses. And they can't be in a straight line. It looks way more and it's okay that there's big blobs of white, but look at how it's just a better texture. It's more floofy and it has dry edges. And because my finger won't land, I'm just going Scratch it. Fluffy, fluffy. I have 3 dirty fingers. I have to find a napkin. Oh, this napkin's dirty. I want a new napkin. Okay, I need to clean it. It comes off with water. Good job. Okay, now we're going to make a sky. Do you like your texture on your splash? Neat, huh? But we don't touch it too much because we want it to stay white. We don't want to mix it into the sand or mix it into the water. She floats on top, a little splash. Okay, now we're going to make our moon. And to make our moon, I think I said it at the beginning, but yours won't turn blue because our paint is dry already. But this one I did really fast. We're going to add a blue to ours to get this effect, okay? But it's a little white moon, and because you're human and your parents' fault because they were human, you can't make a circle. Yes, I can. No, it's going to come out weird, and then you're going to go, ooh, oops, I ruined it, and then try to make it big, fix it. Oops, I ruined it, and try to make it bigger. Oops, you can't. We trace things as humans to make circles, but you know what you can make because you have tons of practice? A rainbow and a smile. Okay, so it's not near the sky, not at the top of the painting, and it's at least a hand away from the side. I don't want it touching anything. Right, 2 fingers from the top, you know what I mean? And then a whole hand from the side, so she's here. No, don't touch the side. Don't touch the top. So here. And then I use my finger again, but not the bone part of my finger. It's hard. I'm gonna use the floofy, squishy, flat part of my finger, so I have to kind of hold my fingers weird. Get out of the way, other fingers, so that flat floofy can touch. Like that. If I go like this, I can't get her. I end up using the bone. So I have to go, get out of the way, other fingers, so I could be smooth. Okay. Now I'm going to touch the white paint with my finger. Oh, I got a blob. Okay, where is it again? 5. Side, 2 from the top. So here. You know how big it is? It's about 3 fingers big. Right? 3 fingers fit in my moon. Okay? So I just go, oh, I don't know. So, yeah, not near the top, not near the bottom, a whole hand from the side, and I just go, rainbow, smile, right? That's the circle. But you know I ran out of paint on the bottom. But look what happens to the bottom of the moon. I'm going to put a cloud on it. So rainbow circle, rainbow, smile is a better circle. Now I just get more paint and fill in her tummy. And I'll stay inside the lines because I already outlined it. And then just 3 fingers fit? Just. What if 3 fingers don't fit? Could you do it again and get paint and go rainbow smile around the one that you did already? Yeah. But remember, can we go like this and make a circle as a human? No, you cannot. Only to fill it in. You can fill in her tummy. But to make the line, you get a lot of paint and you go rainbow, smile, fill in her tummy. Then we have to clean our finger off. Paper towel, swoop. Great. Now I have to tell you about clouds. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I still have this here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to use this black. I already made one cloud on it from another time, but it's a weird idea about clouds. So weird. But once I show you this, you'll never be able to look at clouds the same. Clouds are flat on the bottom. Almost always. Because they're traveling on the wind. And the wind is heavy, right? Because the water is floating on top of that layer of air. And it's going like that. So they have flat bottoms. Oh no. Right? Who's drawn these ones when you're a baby and you go lump, 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 and you make M's all the way around? No, the clouds don't do that, and they're not perfectly shaped M's. You know what makes it look natural? Is if I'm tricky enough, I make sure that all of my bumps are different sizes. They're different widths, like big, skinny, big, skinny, right? Oh. And different heights. Super tall, medium, short. Super tall, medium. Short, tall, little, small. Little, tall, big, short. And how wide they are, too. And you're like, I can't do that. You will. You'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna get one stab of white paint and make my flat line, but it doesn't have to stay perfectly flat. You could touch it, right? But it's flat-ish. And then I make it fluffy. So this is how you make your paintbrush fluffy. You're not just gonna make circles. No. No. So, because that would make M's, right? So what I do is I start my engine. And it starts to spin. So how small and little floating circles can you make? So they're little, tiny, nice little zero, and as little as I can, as tight. You practice in the air. See if you can do it. Okay. Why? Because we go like this. Okay, here's the bottom of my cloud, and I go spinning, and then I'm going to climb, and I make a bump out of it. As I'm spinning, oh, there's a bump. Oh, I did my nose. and then another one. Boop, 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 and then boop, 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 like that. And then the ends are always tiny and pointy at the bottom. Okay, all that was a bunch of words. It doesn't mean nothing, so let me show you with your eyes. So I'm just going to poke my white paint. Stab! Okay. And then I just make a straight line. Hello? That is the paint I'm going to decorate with. But now I have to turn on my engine. Little teeny tiny O's. And I can't stop the engine. You cannot stop spinning. But I go, oh, that's a fluff. Well, can the next one match that one? No. So maybe a big one? But I made it out of swirls. And then a baby one. And then a medium-sized one. Then a big one. And then a small one. And a tiny one. And a flat bottom, right? And then, what was true about the ends? We get a little corner and we make itty-bitty pointy corner. Okay, don't look away. Now, it doesn't have shadow. Look at mine. Mine has a little bit of blue in it. It makes it shadowy. So now I get a tiny poke of blue paint with my little paintbrush. And I'm going to drop it off on the floor. Right on the floor. And I never ever touch the top of my clouds. They're supposed to be pure white. But maybe the middle of the clouds can have a little floof. Watch. Okay, I'm going to start my engine. I already drew my cloud. And I made sure that each one was at different sizes. Big one, medium size, little one, big one, small. Little. But now I'm going to swirl this blue in there and decorate her tummy. Okay? Not the top. I want it white. So I go, start spinning. Oh, I'm getting close to the white. Slow down, stop. Okay. And then I grab this one, go up. Don't touch the white. Okay. And then I go up, stop. Swirl, scratch. Okay. But just for her tummy. But look at the tip tops. I never touched them. They stayed white. Who's ready to make this with me? That was just me showing you how, so your brain can go, what? What is she talking about? And then you get all scared. And then you get nervous. Earth. Just too bad. You've never done it before, so your brain goes, my hair keeps sticking up. So we're just gonna do it and see what happens. Okay? So our first cloud just goes, flat line, and it touches the bottom of the moon and just makes a straight line. So I'm going to stab my white paint or scoop it so I can get like a blob. You do it. Get your white paint. Okay. And then I touch the bottom of the moon and just try to make a straight line. I don't know. It's not going to stay straight. Okay, there. That's good enough. But it's not, it's the best I can do. I'm human, right? And I still have some paint left on my paintbrush, but that's good. I was just wanting to remind myself that the bottoms of clouds are flat. Okay, you did that. Okay, and then now you have to start your engine. And we will get cloud on our moon. It totally doesn't matter. And look, it makes the moon look farther away when cloud gets on it. It makes the moon look far away and the cloud look closer. So don't worry about it. Okay, here I go. I'm going to bring it closer so we can also turn on my engine. Here we go. Up, 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 up. There's a small one. Then I grab my paint. I just land on the goober of paint I dropped off, and I'm like a big one. Okay, now I'm going to do another one. A medium-sized one. And then I start my engine. Medium size. Yeah. Okay, maybe itty bitty baby one. And then a medium-sized one. and then tan. And then, what happened to the endsies? Tan at a bitty floor. Tan. Okay, now you do it. And I go back and check. If they match, look at those two are too close to, I should make this one bigger. You know why? Because they were looking like they matched. I do not want matching poofs. There, ruin it. No matching poofs. My cloud. So it's the texture, the tiny little circles that make the bumps that actually makes it look like a cloud, right? Texture. Okay, well, that's just white, and that's the most boring thing I ever saw. That is not 3D. So where's fine tiny baby paintbrush? We're going to get that speck of blue to drop off on the bottom. This is fun. You're going to freak out when you see how good it comes out. Okay, so how much blue though? Probably just like a speck. You know, just a little bit. Because look how dark it is. You know, so I just need, some. Just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. And then it goes on the cloud, but on the floor of the cloud. So I hold it the skinny flat way and just go, stay near the bottom. Oh, okay, smushed it. I didn't want to do that, but whatever. And then do I let this blue touch the top of my cloud? Never. I want white tops to my clouds. This is just for the tummy, the floor and the tummy. Okay, so fine fluffy paintbrush. Okay, so let's turn on the engine. It's all about the texture. And I just floof it. Oh, I almost touched the top. Did you see me? And I start spinning, running, and then go higher, right now. Okay, and then I touch it again. Don't get near the top. Done. Okay. And then, hey, this part in front of the moon isn't supposed to come to a tiny point like on this other side. So I just go, put it in blue in front of the moon and just go past the moon a little bit to a tiny point. Yeah, put this blue in front. Get out of my way, moon. There, now my cloud's in front of my moon. Good. Look at, I put a baby cloud, an extra, because we learned so good on this one. You want to make one more? It's hard, but I mean, it is interesting, right? Well, and yours is like, mine doesn't have as much blue as hers. Wait till it dries. I think I told you about white paint. It floats in a white gel like Elmer's glue, and when it dries, the white disappears and the blue will get darker. It's a thing about paint, right? It starts off and you're like, no, and then, oh, I get it, like that. Okay, so you have to just trust me that the blue will darken all by herself. Maybe just lower, not in the water, but maybe lower down and another. And what if this cloud touches the big cloud? She'll just be in front. Look, I'll show you. Look at. Remember my cloud I made before? How did it get darker? It dried. See? Okay, now I'm going to get, a poke, just a poke, a white poke. And I drop it off almost like a finger below, almost touching, because if she does touch it, it helps it look more 3D-y. Okay. And then what if the bottom gets a little bumpy? Just as long as it's flat-ish, right? So I'm going to make my bumps. And what if this cloud goes in front of the other cloud? She looks closer. It makes the other one look far away. You want to see? Watch. So I'm going to go I'm going to start my engine. Okay, she didn't want to touch. But watch this one. I'm in front. And then I could go medium, small, tiny, itty bitty, tiny. Oh yeah, and then the specks for the ends, right? And the tiny specks for the ends. And you can't see it, but it is whiter, right? And then, should I be done with that? I get to put the blue. So I get the tiny, and then how come that one was so easier and faster? 'Cause little, and we already done it before. So I get a tiny poke of blue. I get a tiny speck. I'm just going to drop it off on the bottom and just go swoosh. Okay. Oh, look at that blob. Let me smush it down. Okay, there. Okay. And now just for the bottom and the tummy, but not the top of the cloud. Top of the cloud must stay white because the law. Okay? So I'm going to start my engine. Oh, touched it. You can't touch the top of the cloud. Let me try again. Spin. Climb. Oh, and then fall down. Done. And then pointy ends. Done. Should we touch it a whole bunch? No. We're just trying to add a little floof. A little darkness. Okay? Nice. Okay. Paintbrush all done. Where's it? Now we make the palm trees with this. Okay. So to make the palm trees, let me show you. It's a stick. That's the trunk, right? So basically it touches the water and falls down off the page, whatever. And then whatever is the middle, all palm trees are like flowers. They're very weird. But all the branches touch the trunk and jump out like a half a rainbow. Okay? And we'll do them in 2 colors. First, super dark green, right? And then we'll put the lighter green on top. But we go like this. We hold our paintbrush this skinny and flat way. Whoops, like flat. And look at it, it's like a knife, right? And I go skinny and I go, meow. And then I just make little ones. 1. And at first they won't touch because you're human. And remember how we learned to write our letters and numbers not touching? Then we go back again and put a whole bunch of them in between. 1. And then just like a cloud, it comes to a tiny point on the bottom. Tiny. Okay, so let's make the trunk together first. Because those were just words. What am I talking about? I don't know. We haven't done it yet. Okay. So I'm going to, where's my brown? Little paintbrush. But when I make the trunk, isn't the trunk 1 paintbrush big? The big flat way? Whoosh. Yeah. Is it? And we're going to put brown and dark green. Whoosh. Like that. So that it's a darker brown. Because the dark green is so dark. So I'm going to stab my brown. Stab! Why? And then, could I put it on with the tip? No, because she's kind of scratchy. So I kind of flatten it and try to peanut butter it on. But let me show you where it is. It's a whole hand away from the side. Right? Like this. Oh, it's underneath the moon. And then touches the top of the water and just goes whee off the page. And however it comes out because I haven't been to this beach. I don't know how the tree is. You make it up, okay? So let me see. Okay, so I have my hand away. My hands are bigger. And I have open fingers. I don't care. So it would be about there. But then where's diagonally falling off the page? Whee! Like a slide. Flick. And should I scribble? What if I run out of paint? Just draw the line 1 time. Then go back and fix the paint. I'll show you. Okay. So I have my hand away. So I guess it's like right there. Right? But then I go off the page. And wherever I fall off the page is fine. But I just pull, and I'm running out of paint. I don't even care. There. Now you do it. Could I go back and put more brown? Yeah, but I gotta draw it first. Okay. And then wherever it ends, it ends. Okay. And then now I do need to paint over mine again because I ran out of paint at the end, so I need more. Stab my brown. And now do I scribble? No, I just drive my car on the same line. Whee! And look at how it painted it better. I know. It's just, once you do it, you're like, oh, it's just making it smooth. It's like smoothing, right? Well, brown looks like chocolate. We need to add a little something, something to make it darker. So you know that super dark green that dries so dark? Look at the top of your water. Look at how dark she dries. I know. Super. So I'm going to get my dark green. Stop! And I'm going to scribble it on there. No, I just wipe it off inside my brown and it will just darken her. I just do it softly, soft. I just go, wee, there. Maybe smooth it one more time. Super soft. Super soft. Now it's decorated. It's got a little something, something. See, she's darker. You can even tell. Okay, now we're going to make our tree. Because it's just a trunk. It's just a straight line. Don't overthink it, right? So, however, it turns out. Okay, now we're going to paint our palm fronds. Palm fronds they're weird because it's like a giant flower and they all touch from the top of the trunk. They just come out like that, but they're great big leaves like this. But because the wind tears them apart, they shred. And that's how you get all the strings, right? So and they fold over like this, right? They're big like that, a leaf, but then we folds over and we're only seeing the side of it. And all her things are falling down like this. Oh, so it's not, we don't stick them straight up and straight down? No, gravity would make them both point down. Does that make sense? Okay, so and we're gonna do the whole thing in dark green and then decorate it, right? So I stab my dark green, stab. Oh, because I need a lot. But I hold it the skinny way. And I kind of jump up, it's like a half a rainbow, but I jump up towards the moon into the sky and then I point at the sand, right? And however big this one is, it's about 4 fingers big, as if I was jumping over my fingers. And I hold my paintbrush the skinny way and I just go, whee, point at the sand. I had some brown in there from when I made the trunk. It doesn't matter. Now you do it. And adults, go around and before we move on, check everybody's and that it's about 4 fingers big, because this first one determines all the rest of them. Just like a flower, they're all kind of the same size. And we hold it the skinny flat ways and you just go real, right? Now it could get more green. Stop! And wait, you guys know how to make a number 1, right? You just land on the line and scratch down. And even though you want to tilt them, gravity says they point straight down like a number 1. So I go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And they're all the same length, so then they come to a point down here. Now you do it. The brown came off on mine, but I'm going to paint over it. Yes, I forgot to clean my paintbrush first. But see how they're all it's touching the trunk? And then just a straight up and down, the skinny. Adults go around and check and make sure we're all doing it the skinny way. This would make giant lines, right? And so no, skinny like that, okay? And then now it looks like a comb. That's not what palm trees look like. So now we get more dark green stuff. And now we put a whole bunch of them. They're all the same length, but put a whole bunch of them in between there and just go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, right. That is the texture and shape of a palm tree that I've seen before. Uh-huh. Still have brown showing. I'm going to paint over it. One, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You just straight up and down, flick, flick, 1. Just the way you draw a 1. 1, 1. Not itty bitty lowercase. That's too teensy. Okay. Okay, now let's make another one. So I stab my dark green. And I go, oh, okay, and that comes to a point. Well, what if this one was just the same side, but she's tired and she's looking more at the sand? Okay, so I touch the trunk And she's some more droopy, and I touch and I go, woo, what she looking at? She's just sheepier. Right? And then she needs her palm fronds. Wait, let me make sure it's the same length. Might measure with my fingers. That long. Okay, maybe a little longer. That long. Okay, yeah. Kind of, you know, just so the one's not a teensy tiny baby. Now I put my number ones, and even though you want to tilt them, gravity says they point straight down. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Who's already putting them closer together and trusting yourself? I know. Good job. Okay. Let's do another one. Dark green. Okay. Because it's really easy to put palm fronds, don't you think? You're going to want to point them out flat, but they're not. They point straight down. They're all ones. Okay, now let's go up into the sky and go like, I'm almost going to touch the moon, but I'm not going to touch the moon. I go up and then point to the side of the painting. Like, look at the side of the painting. You want to see me do it? So everybody pause and look up. I touch the trunk and I go, way, look at the side. Look at pointing. And then how big is it? As big as this one. Oh, look at my thumb. It doesn't, no. That long. Oh, okay, now I did it. Now you do it. She's higher, huh? She's higher up. She's pointing up higher. And then she bends a tiny bit. And then she's pointing off the page. And then the little number ones. 1, 1, 1, 1. How many ones do you need? Fill it as many as you need. You just touch the line and go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, pull, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then and then they go teeny tiny. I have to go tiny, little pokes on the end. How about look at this big hole right here. I need another one. I need more. I get more green. And I'm gonna put one right here. And she's probably going to be right along the water, but she arches. So I touch the trunk and I go, way! Okay. Oh, you can barely see it. Can you see it? Just go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then how come I don't have to measure? Do you know after you make 3 of them, you'll automatically make them the right length? Oh, no. Because you have a good brain for learning things. I got to put more paint on that. Mine's see-through. I'm going to put more paint. Better. Okay, now maybe, look at that, just 2 on one side, 2 on another. Well, let's make this one ruin the trunk. So I touch the trunk, but I just let her, remember how this one's sleepy? Another sleepy one, and she's going to get on the trunk, and we don't care. Watch. Whee! I don't even care. And then I just go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yep. She just ruined the trunk, I don't care. Just so the 2 sides are matchy-matchy. 3 on one side, 2 on another. At least that breaks it up and they don't match. Like 2, 2. No, at least it's 3 and 2. It's just a little different. It is a tree. Okay, now I'm going to clean my paintbrush. Guess what goes... Oh! I pulled the stick apart again. Okay, then what goes on this side? Oh, it just sticks out over the ocean. 2 of them, and we already know how because we did them over here. Easy. Who thinks you could do that? And there's no trunk. How come? So the tree's over here somewhere. I can't see it. So these 2 look, but the palm fronds do touch because they're connected to the same trunk, right? So, okay. So I stab my dark green. Stab! And it's right there where the same as this one, along the water line. Oops, let me scooch over. And I just go half a rainbow and point at the sand. Whee! Point. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Hey, look how much easier this one is. How come? Because you've done it before. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Can you see mine? Let me hold it flatter. It's awkward. She wants to fall over. Okay, and then I get dark green for another one. Maybe a droopy baby one that's pointing at the sand. But she's touching, they're touching, where they start is, this, you know, the same. Because it's the same trunk. And I just go, wee, point at the sand. I'm tired. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Noise. Well, all we did there with the dark green is we drew them and told them where to live at. And that's the shadow color. Look at mine. The shadow peeks out from underneath. Now we're going to decorate it, but better than this. That green isn't as bright as I wanted it to be, so we're going to add a little bit of white to it. You ready? So find that green. This green. Because we're going to decorate. And I'm going to get a scoop of white. I'm going to scoop a nice healthy little blob. Everybody pause and look up. Right, I just want to show you this one thing because all we do is paint over them the same. But it needs to brighten a little. So I'm going to stir this white in there and change her color. Oh, she's brighter. Maybe more white. I don't know. Another scoop. I want it bright. Oh, now she's shimmer shine. Okay, okay. Look at, she's cuter. She's more like a lime. I like it better. A little bit more white than it was. See? Look at. It'll help it show up better. See? A little bit more white in it. Okay. Now we already told them where to live at. Now we're going to decorate them. So I stabbed my lighter green. So watch me. What was the first one I did? It was this one. Everybody look. I hold it the skinny way, right? And I'm just going to draw exactly the same thing. Watch this. Whee! And then I just scratch at it. And what if dark green peeks out from underneath? That's my shadow. But what if green covers them all up? No, I'm not trying to cover them all up. I want both. Scratch, scratch, scratch. One. Oh, I got dark pieces and light pieces. Let me do another one. Stab. Whee! Draw her back and then scratch at her. One. And I had dark green pieces and light green pieces. 3D. Can you do all of them like this? Of course. I don't even have to tell you how to draw them or nothing. You already know how. I just go whee and draw the arch first, and then I scratch at it and just yank on that bright green paint a little bit and pull it down. One. And I got dark green pieces and light green pieces, and you're jealous of me because I'm minus 3D. And look how see-through that green is. You can see the sky and the water. But who's opaque and you can't see through her? A little bit of white. So I go, all right, whee. And now when I put this on there, you won't be able to see the sky or the water. One. And I give them permission to have spaces between them. Yeah, you do it. Whee. One. Oh, and the branch is in front of the trunk, which makes it look very 3D. Because it's something's in front of something, you get depth, right? This is in front of something, right? It looks like my hand is closer to just because they're touching, right? Okay, now can I decorate the other side? Samesies. And I just go push, whee, and then one. Oh, I'm missing my line. Look at that's I'm supposed to touch the line and pull down. What am I doing? One. It's because it's awkward for me right now in this weird angle. Okay. Who thinks this looks better than you thought it was gonna? You're like, what? I know. Turk, look at your clouds. They're drying. I told you the blue would get darker. Doesn't it look good? I know. The green. My last branch is sad because it means it's over. Whee! One. And I don't get to look. You guys usually bring me your paintings up to the camera and show me how they came out. I'm gonna be sad. Cause I'm not alive with you and I can't see your pretty paintings. Maybe teacher could take some pictures and text them to me. Only if you want to show off. If you don't want to show them off, you don't have to. You did a good job. Nice job, you guys. I probably went too fast, huh? Are you at a different spot than I was? Sorry. When I'm not with you, I can't watch you paint and then know when to go next. But I think it came out really good. You guys did a good job. Nice. Have teachers take a picture and he could text them to me and then I could see. And then I could say, oh my gosh, that one's my favorite. Like that. Okay, bye you guys. Remember, a teacher can rewind anything and pause, right? Okay, guys, bye.